Also, I
Okay, we're rolling.
achieved one of my dreams today by getting prescription sunglasses.
Oh, nice.
Like I've said for a long time that I'd be a rich man if I had my own hammock and prescription sunglasses. Today I'm a rich man.
Just like DMC from Run DMC. He has prescription glasses and his eyes are correct. 2 times every year he goes to have them checked.
I'm not that passionate about eye care. But I have them, and I didn't want to take them off. I was at the office afterwards, and I'm like, do I just wear these glasses inside?
If this were a sitcom, the sunglasses would start to subtly change your personality.
Yes.
You'd turn into a Lou Reed type. We're so glad you've joined us for Unboxing. This is an adjunct to the show Welcome to the Basement. We open up our mail, things that people send to our P.O. box, and we thank our donors, people who go to welcometothebasementshow.com and contribute.
Yeah, people like these people.
Jeff, Anthony, Lindsay, Abraham, Andrea, Brian, David, Gil, Carelock Services, Eric, Kieran, Grant, Catherine, Stephanie, Nathan, Harrison, Stephen, Thomas, B.A., Mikey, D., Chris, Michael, Laura, Brett, J.P., Kendall, Mark, Jenny, Robert, Jawaka Records and Things, and John.
Thanks.
Rest of our donors later in the show. Whoa!
Oh, hey there, folder.
We've got another Asheville, North Carolina poster from Brian. Have you guys seen Eli Kazan's baby doll? Eli Wallach is creepily awesome. Have not seen it.
Bits and pieces of it. Asheville. I've been meaning to go to Asheville for years. Someday you'll see me on the streets of your town.
The Biltmore Mansion in North Carolina. I've heard of this place.
Mm-hmm.
Caught up with Bad Day at Black Rock. Craig didn't seem to be a Spencer Tracy fan. Have you seen Fury? An early Fritz Lang movie with a good Spencer Tracy performance.
I have seen Fury. And he does do a good job, but I think that might have been the movie where I'm like, I don't think he's great.
Here is a postcard with the heights of various monuments. Hello from St. Louis. Wishing you the best, and here's to a quiet remainder of 2020 and a phenomenal 2021. Have you seen Union Station in St. Louis?
No.
Thumb kisses all around. That is from Justin and Jessica in Milwaukee. Here is something from Cleveland, Ohio. Little Halloween greeting card here. See who it's from. It's from Tyler. Dear Matt, Craig, Antona, and Cats. Hi there. What is the scariest movie you have ever seen? If we're going back through our entire lives, the movie that has scared me the most was Friday the 13th Part 2, which I saw when I was probably less than 10 years old. I was scared of that movie for about a decade.
In the theater, the most scared I ever was at The Sixth Sense. As soon as you see that screaming woman in the kitchen, every moment of the movie I was expecting something of that intensity to come back.
Congrats on making over 300 episodes. 200.
He sent us this from the future.
And P.S. Happy Halloween. I'll go ahead and toss this one.
Oh. Flying pumpkins.
Let's open some packages. We've got a lot once again. I do not know who this is from. There is no note. It is the movie Brain Donors. Look at those dumb guys.
I have once been curious about that movie. About whether or not they could actually pull off that type of comedy. And you have John Turturro and you have, what's his name?
Turturro, Bob Nelson, and Mel Smith.
Oh, them.
Mel Smith's a British comedian.
Oh, yeah, Mel Smith. He directed The Tall Guy.
Didn't he do The Pit of Despair?
That's
Isn't that
right.
him?
Yeah,
okay.
That's him, yeah. This is from Reed and Mercedes Downey from somewhere. It is the movie The Mission. De Niro, Jeremy Irons. This is a fine movie and one of my all-time favorite soundtracks.
I've been thinking that I should watch that movie for probably 25 years. It is now time to answer some viewer questions. T.A. Epley. Matt, are there any movies that you are really dying to see? You know they would be ideal for the show, so you feel compelled to postpone watching the movie interminably until it makes it onto your shooting schedule. T.A., you have no idea. Let's just look at this year. I know The Point has been on my list for about 9 years. Day of the Dolphin, not on my list for very long. The Adventures of Priscilla, once again, was on my very first movie list when I first came up with the idea for this show. So yeah, but I'm not waiting forever on all of them because I know that I'll never run out of movies. And so this happened a couple years ago. I finally said, I'm just going to watch The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3. I loved it, and it would not have been good for this show because it's too good. And it's got too much action, and there are some movies, I just know that I want to watch them by myself.
A few years ago, you made me a list of movies to choose from, horror movies, and on the list was The Innocents, and I nearly chose it, and then later I just watched it on my own. I'm like, this wouldn't work good for the show.
No.
No, it's just kind of like mood. And it's like, oh, what are we going to do? Talk about rooms? Paul Norton writes, what are your thoughts on Hollywood making movies for profit first and art second? Well, it's complicated. Hollywood is an industry. They have to make a profit, and so they have to make movies that make a profit. My problem with Hollywood isn't that they make movies for profit. It's that they don't have a multi-tier system, where it seems as though they only do the big budget movies, and they've forgotten how to make smaller movies. So they make just a few of them for Oscar season, but they don't spread them out over the year.
It's my understanding that most major studios, they will do small budget movies and huge budget movies. They don't do mid-budget movies anymore. Like, you can get $10 million to make your little film.
Yeah.
But you're not going to be able to get 30.
Yeah.
But you can get 50 if you have the clout and if you have a story that's going to make money.
50 is a pretty mid-budget.
I don't know the exact numbers.
Yeah.
That guy's going to wake everyone up in the house with all that gunplay.
315. And that's pretty close.
I don't know that guy's name, but he's a Robert Duvall type.
Yeah.
If you're planning on a big family, there are 3 full bedrooms.
We already have a family.
So shut up.
You are so bad.
Best that I ever had in a world gone mad. You don't know bad yet, lady.
Checks get canceled. Checks bounce.
Checks are from Czechoslovakia.
I want cash and they're giving me checks.
I guess I shouldn't even have policies.
I hadn't gone half a block from your house, and I was violently ill. I think there's a virus or something going on.
Come on, Margot, too soon.
What the hell is it?
Father, there's something wrong with the steering wheel.
Father Nunzio and I have seen our share of phenomena, and never once did any of them turn out to be Satanist.
Usually sharks.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Do you think if he makes a less serious prayer, he just says in the name of the Father and the Son, and that's it? That's all I need today.
What do you got? Beats the hell out of me?
Nope, seriously, take me to the hospital. I've just had the hell beaten out of me.
Are those vibes ever strong?
The vibes are very strong. This house is haunted by Lionel Hampton. All of this because somebody moved into a house.
This is another package from Reed and Mercedes. I'm getting lucky with these guys today. Not a Talent Bomb, murder mystery bottle movie made before Clue and written by Neil Simon. And with maybe the best title of all time, Murder by Death.
Oh, yes, I love this movie.
This is a very funny movie. You gotta get over the whole Peter Sellers thing if you want to make your way through the movie. But
it's not as bad as Breakfast at Tiffany's.
No, it's not. And considering the style of the movie they're spoofing, it would be almost wrong if they hired an Asian man to play the role.
Well, it's interesting because Peter Sellers plays Charlie Chan. Mm-hmm. He's doing this hokey accent, and then his son just has an American accent, and he's an actual Asian person.
But wait, there's more. The Riff is a perfectly sarcastic Christmas story about a burglar hiding from the cops. Dennis Leary, Kevin Spacey, and Judy Davis. This is one of my favorite Christmas movies.
This is from Fran Newhouse, which I find a little dubious because her name is spelled wrong. Neuhaus.
Yeah.
FYI. There are 2 kinds of Larry David fans. Those who believe he can do no wrong, and those who have seen Sour Grapes. They're cousins and best pals, till debt do them part.
Oh, no.
I get lots of records and music in the P.O. Box. I got 2 more CDs that I want to talk about. This one is called Trap House Rock Kids These Days. This is from Mitchell, and this is hip-hop and R&B done with all live instruments, it sounds like. So they do kind of live sampling. You know, they'll sample the Pixies' Where Is My Mind, but they'll actually play it on the piano.
Yeah.
Or just the 2 of us, or Creep. So that's kind of cool. Most of it is kind of jazzy and spacey and mellow, and some of it's more up-tempo. But there are a couple tracks that are really aggressive and angry. And they just feel out of place. It's like having a De La Soul album and dropping a few NWA tracks in the middle. It's just not going to work. And then we have this band.
Chilliwack.
Oh, you're about to be corrected by about 20 people on the pronunciation of this band.
Is it Chihuahua? Is it a Spanish band?
This is Canada music, and this is basically like California pop rock. This is full of peaceful, easy feelings. There's even a song about California on here. California Girl. It's nice, and I don't mean that in a pejorative way. I mean, it is good music, and it's nice music. There's nothing wrong with being nice. You know, we need afternoon delight as much as we need love comes in spurts. 2 songs about the same thing. You got a kick out of that one, huh?
He did. I never really think about what love comes in spurts means anymore, but thank you for reminding me.
The rest of our donors.
Gray, Tabitha, Amy, Christopher, Jonathan, Andrew, Corey, Danielle, Paul, Jorge, Stephen, Sarah, Vincent, Vance, Derek, Daniel, Krista, Jacob, Maurizio, Eden, Jared, Jeremy, Austin, Bridget, Reiner, and Luke.
You guys are tops.
This is from Teresa and Lexi. Way off there in Australia, Mackay, Australia, Queensland, the land of Queens. What do we have here? Licorice of the black variety.
Hey, hey.
That's for you, Tona.
Oh, thank you.
We have a postcard. Mackay's Northern Beaches. Oh, look at that. That looks nice. Gedden Square, a new thing to add to what I presume is our Australian collection. Although it has Timothy Spall in it. We have this little thing. What is this? Create handmade premium craft fabrics.
Oh, that's neat.
Hi, Matt, Craig, and Tona. The usual box of nonsense. It's Australian for box. Australian movie for Matt. Licorice for Tona. And some fabric for your masks. Hey, Tona. Books for Craig's little people. I'm a new brother. Oh, that's very nice. I imagine this is for Lorenzo. Although I guess Santino is literally a new brother.
His new big brother.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I skip words. My little book of baby Australian animals. Like a baby butterfly.
There's more fabric. It's very nice.
More buttons for me. I'm not going to dig them all out, but they're in there. And then we have some Australian snacks.
Ugh.
Twisties. Oh, we don't need to argue over it. I get both.
Cheese twisties.
Well, thank you.
This is from Alyssa. It's been a while since I sent you guys some goodies. I hope you'll enjoy these. The theme from this package is things I found during my travels. I have some postcards for Craig from Wales and London, as well as a fun cookbook. And then this one says, for Matt and Tona.
I know them.
John Malkovich, Color Me Kubrick.
I've been wondering about that movie.
And The Trip to Italy.
Not seen. Here we have Secret Ballot, a human comedy by Babak Payami. Then we have Bogalusa Charm. The most charming of Bogalusas. As promised, a whole bunch of postcards. Welsh Fish.
That's the cookbook.
That's the cookbook. We have a couple of buttons.
We also have buttons and pins and what looks like a magnet.
This is a friend of our household here, Paddington. He's, of course, living in London these days. We got that. And a bunch more. A book of Welsh fish cookery. If I ever meet a Welsh fish, I will have to make myself some salmon and batter. Salmon pie. King salmon. I guess they have a lot of salmon there. Thank you. I'll eat this later.
Well, what a lot of fun gifts we've gotten. It's so great to open these packages and see the things that you send us. And right now, Craig is going to recommend an episode from our back catalog for you to watch or rewatch.
Being that this is our last Halloween episode, I'm going to go all the way back to Horror of Dracula, which is a Hammer horror film. A movie that I will say that when we were watching it, I thought, this is it. This is the episode where we bomb. And then Matt just made it into what I think is one of our funniest episodes.
You can click on a button at the end of this video to watch that episode, and right now you can watch this.
Da 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 da.